Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. Alright, so, as I've said, I loaded up another save file where I got the group that I wanted, and I've done the first skirmish multiple times to build up a bulk of XP and cash so that we can do some stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and show off the team that I've got. So we've got Welkin and Alicia. We've got Melville. Yeah, I could take him or leave him. Nancy, actually really good. Cherry, okay. Ica, definitely wanted Ica. Rosie's a badass, but I dislike her for story reasons. Alex, alright. Salinas, alright. Vice is a beast. He is just ridiculous. He is probably one of my favorite troops. Edie, also not bad. Jane, actually surprisingly good as well. Largo, he's here for story reasons. Also not a bad Lancer when push comes to shove. Jan, debatable. Every time I've used Jan, had, really good success with Jan, but other people's like, yeah, no, it's not worth it. They highly recommend Nils, but Nils for me is the exact opposite. Every time I've used Nils, he's just kind of missed everything. He is just whiffed. So, Herbert, most of our engineers are kind of bottom of the barrel. Carl is probably the second best engineer I've got, and he's just eh. Nadine is the best, and she also has her downsides. So, then we've got Claudia, who probably ties with Herbert for bottom. So, Oscar is an okay sniper, not really the best, but not the worst by any stretch either. So, Catherine, on the other hand, is my favorite sniper. She's got a Scottish voice actress that's just it's a wonderful voice actress, and she also has been the best sniper I've had. So yeah. So we're gonna go to the training facility next, and we're going to use the bulk of this massive XP that we've got, 8,000, which I say is massive, but it really isn't. We will be getting more than that for most fights. Alright, so we're going to level everyone up to level 3. So the shock troopers were already level 3, so this will level everyone else up. So everyone now is level 3. And we earned a new order, so we get defense boost, raises one ally's defense. Actually really, really good to have. So for this next fight, I'm actually going to level up our shock troopers and our snipers to level 4. Because these are two troops that I use really more often than not. Lancers have their use, but only really in certain situations if you can get them behind a tank. Engineers are good all around. Snouts. Scouts are good for, reconnaissance, but they don't do a lot of damage. So I tend to move a little bit slower with shock troopers to do heavy amounts of damage, and then pick off long-range targets with snipers. So that's my take on it. I go for quick kills. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to develop weapons for the Edelweiss, because that's the last thing we have. We've got the reinforced barrel, and then we have the spare tread. So we'll get some extra tread HP, which 50 tread HP really does not do a damn bit of good. That doesn't even protect against an extra hand grenade, let alone, a direct shot to the tread. So I question the usefulness of many of these upgrades, but because they are unlocks, you kinda... At least, it seems like they're unlocks. They probably aren't, and you can skip one and go for something else, but... yeah. So, this next little episodic section, I don't know what to call these, because saying episodes, it's like I'm in an episode of an LP. It seems kind of ridiculous, doesn't it? But this is our next combat op. We are going to be dealing with the bridge bank. Imperial forces deployed in defensive formation around the camp. Assigned squad positions split between river team and city team. City team is supposed to be focused on defense. The river side is supposed to be focused on offense, but both teams are really going to be offensive. Objective is to occupy the enemy's camp, defeat the enemy units defending the camp. Okay. You will be responsible for assigning your soldiers their combat positions. So, once you've selected a unit you'd like to deploy, choose the position you wish them to take. They have tanks stationed in the city area, so it would be a good idea to take a Lancer, but we're going to have a Lancer already, because we don't get to choose a couple of people. So, alright. Victory is enemy base camp is captured, failure is enemy occupies our base camp, and or allied, so all allies and reserves are killed. Welkin dies 20 turns fast. All allied soldiers and reserves, that would kind of count Welkin. So, I mean, it's weird. Alright, so Largo is automatically going to head up this team, and Welkin is automatically going to head up this team. So, I'm actually going to play this a little differently than I usually do. I'm going to put Carl here, and I'm going to put Nadine here, Catherine there, Aka there, and Vice there. Like I said, this is different than what I normally do. I've played this mission several times. In the few times that I've been, you know, gearing up for this project, so I know what's going to happen. But this is not the strategy I normally use. Normally I throw snipers, you know, left and right, but
split into 2 teams, offensive and defensive. Squad 7, move out.
All right, so it's time to take out the enemy. What do we got?
All right, it's our first mission. Let's split into 2 teams.
All right, we already know that. City and Riverside team.
I'll lead the Riverside team towards the enemy encampment with the Edelweiss.
Shock trooper here. Leave the offense to me.
All right, leave the
City
offense
team,
to her.
Your job is to guard the base. Be ready for anything, including tanks.
How long you think I've been an anti-tank man? A couple of tanks ain't no sweat.
Alright, Largo's confident in his skills at taking out
Now,
tanks.
let's move out.
Alright,
Listen closely.
listen closely. So we're going to learn about occupying camps. Camps are basically enemy strongholds. A unit stationed there get a boost to defense, and they get more HP per turn, including tanks. Tanks that normally do not receive HP, they get HP back. So tanks at bases suck. Limited use weapons like grenades, mortars, lances, sniper shots, things like that, they are also replenished. So enemy units are in a camp, however, you can't occupy it until they've been killed, so you've got to kill everyone in a camp before you can occupy it. So, alright. We've got a fair amount of CP. First, I'm going to start off with Rosie. I'm going to see... first, we're going to talk about terrain actions, because we touched the grass. This is something we already know. You can crawl through the grass, which we actually have enemies on the other side over there in the grass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get exceptionally lucky and have Rosie take out both of these guys. Alright, she's going to kick her potential into gear, which is fine. Can I can't kill you both, but came really close. Really close. Alright, so we'll end that turn. We'll have Alicia deal with that other scout. it's hilarious that you could almost take out both of them with that shot. Alright, so we are going to kill you, and then we are going to hide in the grass ourselves.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
And we are going to face this way and end the turn. Reason why I'm doing this is because we're going to get swamped.
I'll do my best.
Alright, we're going to have Carl do the same thing. He's going to run over here. And he is going to stand right here and crawl in the grass. Just go ahead and have him restock everyone as well. Actually, let's have him heal Alicia. She took a little bit of a beating, but we're just going to have everyone hide in the grass. We're going to play this a little more cautiously than I usually do. Speaking of grass, we know there's an enemy on the other side. There's an enemy over here. So we are going to send the Edelweiss after him. We'll take out these. Alright. So, mortar. I believe you're right there. Oh, perfect shot.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Alright, we see there's a shock trooper at the top of the ramp there. There's also a very important hidden enemy over in that section of grass there that we're going to have to deal with. But we don't have a mortar, so we can't really deal with it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to deal with the city troops. Accuracy boost, thank God. Alright, so we are going to take out... I said thank God at the accuracy boost, and you missed. Alright, we really need to take that guy out. So, because having a shock trooper that close is not a good thing. Alright. Son of a bitch, Catherine, come on. Alright. Well, I've got to deal with the shock trooper. So I will deal with the shock trooper. Alright. And shock trooper is dead. Alright, let's bring you over here, and you are in a really crappy position, but it's all we can do. And I will just end the turn. Because I want to save that extra CP. Because I'm going to need it next turn. Did not take out nearly as many troops as I needed to. But hey, thankfully caught in the crossfire there. That scout went down. There's going to be another one coming this way. Well, let's see. Nope. Vice did not get to target him. And then we've got that shock trooper, who is going to come down and try to attack me and hopefully get too close to my tank. Nope. He's smarter than that, it seems.
Here I come.
But Rosie, however, is also not having any of your crap. So, alright, so this scout's going to come out and die. That's what happens when you try to rush an enemy camp. Alright. So, about orders. Special issue commands that they can either help the entire squad or individual units. Press the triangle to bring them up. They do cost CP. New orders can be learned by leveling up your class on the training field, and there are other ways to acquire orders. So, alright. So first, we are going to move the tank forward. And we are going to use a mortar to attack someone hiding in the grass there. That guy. Not someone we want to stay alive. And now that that shock trooper is distracted, Rosie will take him out. And he was a leader, so the guy in the grass is beyond a leader. So we learn about leaders here and how they give extra CP in your CP pool. So like Alicia, Rosie, Largo, they're important. The enemies have important troops just the same. So we have that to worry about. But the guy in the grass has a name, Ty the Immortal. He is really something that I don't want to futz with, but I don't really have much of a choice. Unfortunately, my mortar has been used for this turn, so only so much I can do. I'm going to come over here and see if I can take out this enemy leader. He's a scout, so... Oh, perfect. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for that.
I'm not done yet.
No, you're not. Like I said, I really like Catherine. Alright, so we're going to hide her there in that alleyway. We have a threat on top of the roof in terms of a shock trooper there, but only so much we can deal with at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Vice over here and really not do anything, because there is a tank. There are several tanks. Alright, so we're going to move all of our people out of the way, is what we're going to do. We're going to move Largo here, because Largo can take some damage. Everyone else, not at all. So we are going to move Nadine around the corner to go with our sniper. So you're going to come over here, and you're going to restock, and I'm going to try to get you as close to there, but out of the way as possible. The two of you are still probably too close together for my taste, but only so much I can do about that. And we're going to move Aka and Vice. They are pretty much always going to be paired up. So we'll move them there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is actually use my tank again. Can I target? I can't. Alright, I have anti-armor, but I can't really do much of anything with it. So we are going to... actually, can I do that now? No, I can't. Alright, so I've got to come... Damn it. I really hate... Alright, so now I can try to hit him. But he's gonna duck. That's the problem with enemy aces. They are not fun. Alright, so we will end the current phase. We'll let the enemy take their turn, and that'll be the end of this episode. So they've only got 4 AP, or CP, so one tank is going to bust through the wall there.
Damn tank. Well, it's my turn now.
Alright, so he's going to come through and hopefully target Largo, because Largo is the only person here to target. Yeah, he's going to target Largo. Largo's not going to take a lot of damage, though, because, again, he's designed to do that. And then Ty the Immortal is going to come up, and he is hiding in the grass again. he didn't do anything. Okay. So yeah, like I said, this is where we will end this turn. Each weapon holds a set number of ammo. We already know this. We know the no ammo symbol means they are out unless they get to a base or have an engineer resupply them. So those are the two ways to get ammo. We're not worried about that. We already know this. We've covered this. We've got a fair bit of AP, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next installment where hopefully we beat this fight. So till then, later everyone.